Hi guys, it's CJ here of YugoTech, and tablets these days often go to one of two extremes. You've got the premium tablets that try to replace laptops with all the bells and whistles. And then you have the budget ones that do the bare minimum just to keep the cost low. Right in the middle sits the Redmi Pad 2, and it's aiming to strike a balance. So how does it actually perform in everyday use? Let's find out here in this review. Design-wise, the Redmi Pad 2 has a premium look and feel that's not usually expected from a budget tablet. It features a metal unibody that feels sturdy, slim, and surprisingly lightweight at just 510 grams. At 7.36mm thick, it's easy to slip into a bag and light enough to hold for long stretches. Whether you're watching videos, reading, or attending a class, it's comfortable to use. The flat edges and round corners give it a clean, modern aesthetic, all with a matte finish that resists fingerprints. Button placement is also the usual. When in landscape mode, you'll find the volume button up top. At the button is the USB-C port for charging and OTG support, along with the 3.5mm headphone jack. You have your quad speakers at both the left and the right side. All in all, the Redmi Pad 2 nails the balance between solid build quality and portability. Now, let's talk about the screen. You're getting an 11-inch IPS LCD with a 2.5K resolution and 90Hz refresh rate. That's a great combination for a tablet around this price point. It's sharp enough for reading and detailed enough for streaming, and the higher refresh rate makes scrolling feel smoother and snappier. Colors are punchy and brightness tops at 600 nits in outdoor mode, so it's still viewable in bright conditions. As for playback quality, I'm happy to report that the tablet supports Widevine L1 for HD Netflix viewing and up to 4K 144p streaming on YouTube. It's also TUV Rainland certified for low blue light and flicker-free use. As for audio, the quad speaker setup with Dolby Atmos is a real highlight. It delivers loud, clear sound with good stereo separation in landscape mode. Dialogue in shows is crisp, vocals and music come through nicely, and it's loud enough to fill a small room. It's got a good amount of bass too. So for media consumption like movies, YouTube, casual games, this tablet definitely punches above its weight. So cameras are usually a weak point on tablets, and that remains true here. The Redmi Pad 2 has a basic 8MP rear camera and a 5MP front shooter. They're functional, but don't expect anything more than that. The rear camera is fine for scanning documents or snapping quick reference photos. It handles daylight okay, but indoors, noise becomes very noticeable and image detail drops. The front camera is placed in the center when held in landscape, which is great for video calls. In good lighting, it's clear enough for online classes or meetings. But once the lighting drops, you'll see grain and washed out colors. There's no portrait mode, no ultra-wide, and no real extras. But if you just need a camera for Zoom, Google Meet, or school tasks, it works. Now, for performance, this is where the Redmi Pad 2 surprises. It's powered by a MediaTek Helio G100 Ultra, paired with up to 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. You can also expand that via microSD card up to 2TB. For everyday tasks like browsing, video streaming, messaging, and light productivity, the tablet runs smoothly. HyperOS keeps things light and responsive, and the 90Hz refresh rate makes the UI feel even faster. When it comes to gaming, here's what you can expect. For games like Pokemon Unite, it ran great at the highest settings with smooth frame rates and no stutters. When it comes to Path of Nowhere, it's also quite playable on medium to high settings. But during ultimates like Lady Pearl's Opportune Choice, you might notice a slight moment of lag or stuttering. As for more demanding games like Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero, they're playable, but only if you drop the settings to the lowest possible. Visuals take a hit and frame rates dip, especially during action-heavy scenes. So while this isn't a gaming tablet, it's capable enough to handle casual games and some heavier titles with compromises. For benchmarks, here's how it performed. Those scores reflect a capable device for its class, good for multitasking, light editing, and casual games, but not ideal for graphics-heavy workloads. The Redmi Pad 2 runs on HyperOS 2, which is based on Android 15. It's lighter and cleaner than older MIUI versions and feels optimized for large screens. The interface is responsive, animations are smooth, and day-to-day use feels polished. It's Google certified, so you'll have full access to the Play Store for streaming, school, work, or gaming apps. There's some minor bloatware out of the box, but most of it can be uninstalled or disabled. And yes, there's stylus support. You can use it for sketching or note-taking, but it doesn't attach magnetically to the tablet and it needs to be charged via USB-C, so it's not as seamless as what you'd get with a more premium device. Still, for productivity, the Redmi Pad 2 gives you plenty of tools to get the job done. In terms of connectivity, the Redmi Pad 2 supports Wi-Fi 5 and Bluetooth 5.3. Wireless performance is stable. Streaming videos, video calls, or downloading apps all work as expected. Battery life is another major strength. The 9000 mAh battery consistently delivers excellent runtime. With regular use, it can last up to 2 full days depending on your usage. In the PC battery benchmark, it scored an impressive 21 hours and 20 minutes, which is far better than most tablets in this price range. Charging is handled via 18-watt wired charging, and a full charge takes around 2 to 2.5 hours. Not the fastest, but with the battery life this good, you'll likely only need to charge it every couple of nights. As of making this video, we unfortunately don't have the SRP of the Redmi Pad 2. Based on the tablet's predecessor, the original Redmi Pad went for less than 15,000 pesos at most. So we can probably expect the Redmi Pad 2 to go around that price range as well. So, what's the final verdict? The Redmi Pad 2 gets a lot of the fundamentals right. It offers a sharp, fluid display, good speakers, long battery life, and smooth performance in a sleek and sturdy design. It's not without limitations. The cameras are very basic, gaming is limited on more demanding titles, and charging could be faster. But for students, casual users, and even content consumers on a budget, the Redmi Pad 2 stands out as one of the better tablets in its price segment. If you need something reliable for watching content, light gaming, reading, school, or basic productivity, the Redmi Pad 2 is definitely worth considering. And that wraps up our review of the Redmi Pad 2. What do you guys think? Are you planning on getting it yourself? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you find this content helpful and informative, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon to get notified of our future uploads. Follow us on the socials and check out yogatech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this has been CJ and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye! See you later!